Alrighty, guys. Looks like we are live here. How's it going? Zach in here. I'm excited for another video for today, guys. We are going to be pulling in niche lists with PropStream today. So it's going to be a fun one. Can't wait for you guys to hop on, ask all the questions you want also with PropStream. Love to help you out. But really in this video, I am just going to just pull lists for you guys. There's a lot of specialty lists that I think a lot of real estate investors hear about all the time, and they really never know how to actually pull them. So in this video, I'm literally just going to be pulling lists. You give me cities, I'll give you free leads. Hey, I think it's a pretty good trade-off. So guys, if you want to get a free trial to PropStream, 7 days kind of to pull the same list that I do, just go to listrei.com, listrei.com. Again, there's a link below. Let me put it on there. Display that, and then basically we'll get going. But let me know where you guys are from. I'll start pulling lists for you and we can get going. So it's listrei.com. So let's pull PropStream here. And let's see here. Share my screen. All right, there we go. So this is PropStream, guys. So this is the software that we use to pull all of our lists. Again, I think ListSource is just way too expensive. That's the truth for most people. So let's get some guys going on here. Let me know what market you're in so I can literally just start pulling lists for you. So listrei.com, listrei.com. So let's start pulling some lists. So I'm going to start from some of the lesser known lists. We'll get all the way niche. Like I'll give you ones where people, they are late with their child support payments and their water got shut off. I can show you specifically how to get those specific ones off of there. So I'm having a tongue slip today. I've been talking to sellers all day. So I guess my voice is a little strained, but I got all the energy in the world just to help people out. So before we get into everything, please comment below your market. And also, please smash that like button and subscribe if you're on Facebook. Please like this video and share it to 2 groups if you can. I'd really much appreciate it. If you're on YouTube watching this in the future, tell me who wins the election. I don't really care. It doesn't really affect my real estate business. But also, subscribe. It means so much to me on YouTube. That means we get more people on here, ask more questions, which helps you guys more. So let's stop cherry picking. Let's get going. So Rashid wants me to pull some lists in Chicago. So I'm going to show you some specialty lists to go. Chicago's a rough one, but specifically rough because it's hard to wholesale in Chicago. I'm pretty sure the law there is, I'm in Florida, so I don't specifically know the laws there for Illinois. But the one law I know about Illinois is you can only wholesale 1 deal a year if you're not a licensed realtor. So let me help you. So let's do Chi-Town. Alrighty, so just assuming it's Illinois, right? We'll do it. So this is what you get when you basically do Chicago. That's a huge city, but okay, we'll do it. We got Cicero, Oak Lawn, all that fun jazz. So we got 890,000 properties on there, which, wow. Okay, so to filter something like this, what I do is first of all, don't virtually wholesale in Chicago, please don't. But let's see, I've seen some more people giving me Naples, Pennsylvania. Tell me where in Pennsylvania. Give me a county, give me a city. I want to give you free leads. So let's do Chicago. So I'm going to give you, so each city I go, I'm going to give you a specialty list on each one to do, trying to help you out. So let me show you, so I'm doing niche lists here, but let me show you just the broad one. This is not really, it's niche to most people, but for me, it's just regular. This is one of the best lists possible out there. I'm just going to give it to you for free. Everyone's going to kill me if I do, but this is the one that every big wholesaler does that they don't really talk about too much. Some of them do. Literally go here to vacant. So we're going to find all the vacant properties. Again, vacant, just so you understand it, because I think you being educated just hearing vacant, no one's in the house. Okay, think about this. The USPS, the United States Postal Service, they mail to houses all over the country, right? And what happens is once they find a property and they keep mailing and the mailbox gets overstuffed because there's literally nobody there, like there's no one picking up the mail, it's vacant, there's no one there, no one living in that property, then they just stop mailing and they put you on a specialty list. They put a green slip in there, well, in Florida they do, and they say vacant property. And they'll send the mail back. So if I send a letter to that house, it'll get sent back. Hey, that property is vacant. There's no one there picking the mail up. And literally, they put on a special list. PropStream here can pull that list out for you, and you can go from there. So we're going to find properties that are vacant. Why are there motivated sellers on vacant properties? Because it's a property just sitting there. the property is actually not making money like most real estate does. It's actually losing money. So someone that has a vacant property there worth, let's say, $100,000, you get an offer for $60,000 on it. Again, in their mind, it's $60,000 more than they'd ever make. And it's an easy cash transaction. Vacant properties, you have issues with the property, which makes you get it at a discount. So overall, vacant properties are really good. But let me tell you a little more about how to make the vacant property. So if you just did vacants, it's great, but it's 18,000. Are you guys gonna spend 15 cents for skip tracing on batch leads? On that, what is that? That's over $2,000. Most people don't have $2,000 in their bank account starting out in wholesaling to go do that. So they need to find a little niche list on that one. So if you have some money, this is gonna be the biggest niche list. I'm gonna start that off in the beginning here. We'll do Chicago. We're gonna go filter here. What I like to do is just me. We're going to go to property characteristics. And then we're literally just going to go here to residential. We're gonna choose residential property here. And then is that Chicago thing in the way? Yeah, I think it's in the way. All right. And then we are going to just do single family homes. I know everyone's doing multifamily, but we're going to keep the single family. Got to niche this list out. Now, guys, Chicago's probably not where it's at in Illinois. Again, I probably went wholesale in Illinois, but that's you. I would do this. I would do the surrounding areas like the Oak Hill and then the Aurora area. And the ones next door. So if you're in Chicago, try to go to some neighboring states too that you're allowed to wholesale more properties. Home features, you can do whatever you want in there. Stories. I like to exclude HOAs, but overall, there's properties in my cities that have HOAs that I've done deals in. You can include, exclude. Let's keep it any right now. We don't want to buy properties that are on the market. We don't hate realtors. We just don't want to deal with them on these properties. We want to do off-market deals. So we're going to change it to any to no, MLS status. I don't really touch that since none of them are going to be on the market. And then you can do a keyword search if you want. I'll tell you how to get niched on that one if you want to buy properties on the market. Again, I'm going through every single niche list today, so don't even worry. And comment below what niche list you want. So water shutoff, divorce, child support, credit card debt. I'll show you how to do all of it. So you can do anyone here, but this is for the big, like a big texting list. They're really motivated, but it's kind of big, but it's a little niche. So we're not going to touch much of that. For the pre-foreclosure yet. We'll go into that more. What we want to do is we want to have years of ownership. Let's say we want the guy to own it for at least 2 years. Then we want to make sure it's an individual that owns it, not a corporation. I like to put trust in there too. The reason why I like trusts is because a lot of older people put their properties in trusts, like the Dolores Hatherfield Living Trust. Dolores Hatherfield, she's 80 years old and she lives maybe not in that property, but she has rentals and she just puts it in that trust just for estate planning purposes. I bought in so many properties here in Florida because there's a lot of old people in Florida through trusts. So I keep trust in here. If I was in Illinois, maybe not, but let's keep just trusts right now. So let's go here, and then let's see. You can do number of properties the actual person owned. We can get crazy into there, but we're gonna keep going here, and then we can get into liens. Now I'll talk to you all about liens, but right now we're not really going to deal with liens right now. Again, you can tax, HOA, mechanics liens, utility, solar, child support, other. I'll tell you all about that a little later. Valuation. So this is where we can niche down that 4,000 list if we wanted to. Do it by estimated value, growth in the area, equity you want. So equity, let's get a little bit of equity. This is not going to be a high equity list, but we need a little bit of equity unless we're doing a subject to. So let's do 30% equity. Let's niche that down a little more. Let's do 35. That's what I like. And then Chicago, I don't know the prices too well, but let's make sure, let's see. Let's make sure the max value is going to be 600K. Because anything over that probably won't do pretty well. 3,400. So that's looking pretty good. And I think for a list like that, that should be fine. Oops. What happened? Popped me off. I think I clicked the button by accident. My bad. So basically, you just do that in Chicago, and then what you do is, I'll just show you an example. So you pull that little list, you do a lien here, and then you just save that search. You click there, click Save Search, and you just create that little list there. So let's go to the next one. Next city we get, I'm going to show you a different niche specialty list for it. So that was Chicago. That was kind of the big one, I like to say. So let's see. We got Anthony Rodriguez. What's up, Anthony? How's it going, bro? Comment below your questions you have with specific niche lists and PropStream. Love to help you guys out with that. Again, for my SMS, I do prefer batch leads. So batchleads.io/Zach is the best one for texting at 500 free text. So Naples, hi Chief. What's up, Anthony? So for Naples, let's show you a specialty niche list in Naples. Because I'm not the biggest expert on the West Coast there in Florida, but I know Florida pretty well. So I'll give you a pretty good one, especially with COVID-19. I'll share some. So Naples is actually it's a really big city. It's weird, but that whole county is actually pretty big. So let's show you some ones. So you can do a big liens list. So that's a specialty list you can do. Literally anyone with a lien on their property, HOA liens, all that. Usually they're motivated because they don't pay. So that's why I like it. And they just don't have the money to actually pay a lien. So maybe they want to sell it for cash. Pretty good for us. So let's keep going here. So I can do liens here, but let's clear that out. And let me just show you just a quick specialty list here. So Naples, filter that out here. I'll show you. So this one, you can actually go to quick list right here, and you can actually get into some of these little niche lists too. So we can do on-market properties. Again, you're on the market here, could be a complete mess. You can do vacant properties, liens, pre-foreclosures, auctions, bank owned. I think REOs is included on that one too. Cash buyers, high equity, free and clear, bankruptcy, divorce, tax delinquencies, flippers, failed listings, senior owners, vacant list, tired landlords, and zombie properties. So basically what you can do here is, this is actually a pretty big list. I know a lot of people do that. It's probably one of the most attacked lists possible. People that own their property free and clear. There's no mortgage on the property. But basically what we can do on this one is we can go a little bit, we can get a little niche. So let's say you're a real estate agent and you want to, or you're an investor and you want to go after failed listings. Again, this isn't a niche list, but you can go after properties that were on the market and they just didn't sell, usually because the seller wants too much. So as a little interesting niche list you can do, since there's a lot of older people in Florida, you can go after properties with older people. You just use the senior owners quick list. And then from there, you can go and find, let's see, they could live in the property. So we're just going to do residential. We'll leave the multifamily in there too, because maybe we want to actually do a multifamily. So we'll keep that. We'll get rid of the condos on this one. And again, we can get out of this one too. So if we clear that out, we can actually get out and we can do these little niche lists too. So we can go after properties with certain ones. So let's get rid of senior owners and let's just go back to vacant. So we can go to vacant here. We can change up the property types. So maybe I can buy apartment complexes, rooming houses, bungalows, dormitories, duplexes, frat houses. I could buy frat houses. Maybe go to a college town and do that. Patio homes, quadplexes, cabins, timeshares, triplexes. So if I want to be a cash flow investor and I had this guy saying, hey, Zach, I will literally pay you an extreme premium for triplexes. I just can't find them anywhere. I'd click triplex here. And then I would literally pick, let's see, duplexes. And so there's only like 2 there. We can choose multifamily also, I guess, if you want. So there's 2 vacant multifamily duplex triplex properties on the not on the market that are vacant. So that's a lot of money with just apartments being actually get rid of the multifamily. So if a guy's just saying duplex or triplex, really these are 2 triplexes that literally they're vacant and no one's making money on them. And maybe they're good for cash flow. If you have a cash buyer that's willing to pay a lot for them, it'd be a pretty good one. So that's a pretty good one. Let's keep going here. So basically for Naples though, let's get back to the filter there. So we can do vacant and then we can go get out of here. Let's do single family for now. And we can get a little crazier. So let's exclude HOAs for now. Make sure the MLS is off. And then we can just basically try to do some ownership info. So we can go after individuals. You can go after corporate too. I'll talk a little bit about that too. We can go tax exempt status. We can actually choose veterans. We can choose people that are disabled. Cemetery exemption, not really too much into that. You can buy from religious institutions, utilities, veterans, welfare. You go from there. You can go after widows if you want to go after those type of people. I'm not right now. You can get very customized though. That's why I appreciate it. You can go after liens, target statuses. You can actually go after people that are going through a divorce, bankruptcy. Their lien just got released. Their bankruptcy just got dismissed. And then you go from there. But basically, if I had to be in Florida right now, Naples, if you really put a gun to my head and you told me, hey, I get a deal in Naples, I'd literally go here. I'll go to Naples for an extremely niche list because there's probably a lot of wholesalers in Naples. I mean, what is it, Anthony, right? Anthony, you're a wholesaler here in Naples. So there's a lot of competition. So let me find the specific list that maybe Anthony's not doing right now, and I can go after a seller that no one's touching. So let's go to Naples here. And then what I would specifically do is this one that not a lot of people are doing just because of the times we're in 2020. This is a killer list for me. We're literally just going to go here to, let's see, tired landlords. So tired landlords is probably one of the best lists possible. Again, we're going after landlords that don't own it. I mean, that don't live in the property. So basically absentee owners. And we're going to go after these absentee owners. A big reason why is because a lot of people aren't paying their rents. And someone is living paycheck to paycheck and they got a rental property that they just inherited, or they just got a rental property and they're not making any money on it, or maybe they're making very little money on it. They haven't been raising the rents and someone hasn't paid for 4 months. I got to get rid of this thing. I can't afford to keep the mortgage payment on this. I'm not getting any money. You know, tax season's coming up. I got to go out, maybe you can go after these people and get a deal. So what I do here is I can really just go to tired landlords and do that one. And then I can switch up ownership information. With that, I'll just do corporate also and keep it all in there. And then I'll just change up the valuation. So we want to make sure that it's worth maybe at least 40 grand and nothing more than 300. And then we can go over here. We make sure the equity is at least 35. And then we're niching that down. So these are all tired landlords. And PropStream can actually find out the landlords. Looks like that's an apartment. Let's go back here. Let's make it residential. Don't really want to get corporates. I'm more of a single family guy. But now we're at 1,000 tired landlords here. Let's see, I'm not the expert on tired landlords, but I know these are people that actually own rentals and they know it and they probably owned it for a while. So we can go here. We can exclude HOAs if we want, and then make sure the MLS is off. Let's check it here. Alrighty, so at 1,000, and we can do liens. Again, it's a little tougher on the liens, but I mean, who has a tax lien? Who's a landlord that hasn't paid their taxes? There's 3. Utility ones, that's more of the land. That's actually more of the tenant. So you can niche it down. So if you actually get a utility lien here, that property right there, 4200 23rd Place Southwest. So it actually has a landlord. Actually, if I can get rid of this one, and then I can just put occupancy, owner occupied, no, and then that's technically a rental property. So let's check the filter out on this one. Why is it like that? Oh yeah, because I did that. Where is it? So we got a utility lien. So now it's 2,900. So these are all the rental properties. They're not technically rentals. We can't specifically find out if they're rentals or not, but these are properties where the owner doesn't live in it. So maybe they're snowbird houses. But utility, most likely there's a rental. So if I go to utility lien here, that was actually the water shutoff list, which in Florida right now, I don't think they're shutting anyone's water off right now due to COVID, but they might put a lien on it. So here in Naples, Florida, let's switch that over. The actual landlord, he's the landlord on there, but they put a utility lien on the property because the tenant hasn't paid their water, which means they're probably not paying the rent. So that's a really good property to go after. It's a hard one to go after. And then, you go from there. You can actually make it owner occupied. So, hey, maybe someone living in this property with the criteria that we have, and let's go after ones that maybe they have a child support lien. Now, child support liens are very difficult. Let me explain child support liens to you guys, so I hope you understand. When it comes to a child support lien, it's like going after an extremely low equity deal. It's so difficult to do. I'm telling you right now, because when it comes to child support liens, I've dealt with so many of these properties. So everyone goes here to Florida. Maybe they're in Maryland and they don't want to pay child support, so they go to another state here in Florida, and maybe they want to sell their property, but there's a child support lien. Maybe someone's going after it. So when we go after that, it's a child support lien. Let's say the property's worth 200 grand and the person owes 100 grand in child support. They don't own that $200,000 property free and clear. They got to owe that 100K. So if the property is now worth 150,000 and there's a $100,000 child support lien, or there's a $140,000 child support lien, it's hard to make any money off of that. So you got to make sure the child support payment is a lot less than what the actual person has in equity. I think you can find it on PropStream. So I put child support lien. So let's click this one, for example, and I'll show you. So the cool part about PropStream, which I like a lot, is I can actually go here to lien details. Let's say the child support lien, it looks like Mr. Sorry for talking about this, but Mr. Hernandez here owes this woman here child support payments. Back support amount, usually it's a lot more. I don't know why it's so low. Did the guy put it on the market? No, that's because it was a failed listing. Tax information, you can find all the info you want on this guy. So there's actually pictures of it. You can go after that from there. So it looks like an individual owns this. I'll show you the estimated value. Sometimes they pull the info wrong, but let's see if I can find another one on this one. So in this one, for example, this guy owes, wow, okay. So looks like this would be an interesting one to go after, because this guy has a Department of Revenue, which is basically my favorite people in the world, the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS, right? So it looks like that person actually owes the IRS quite a bit of money. I don't know how much. I don't think I found the judgment. They put a judgment on that property. That's the first lien. That was the lien from 2019. Why is that? Lien 1 should be 20. Okay. So then in 2018, this guy has 11% interest loan on $5,421 that he owes. Again, that's probably from child support payments. So this guy owes a lot of money. He might want to get rid of the property, but he's owned this one for 21 years, so he might be holding out. So that's a very interesting one. But that's basically what I'd kind of go with if I was in Naples, Florida. So let's clear out of there. Let's get some more cities. And let me know any questions, any comments you guys have. Love to answer them. Anything real estate related, always love to do it. But let's keep going here. So Pennsylvania, just let me know the city there. Love to help you out. Colorado Springs, Colorado. All right, let's go. So let's do some specialty lists there in Colorado Springs. And yeah, I'll give you some free ones. I'll give you some free lists to go after. So let's say, for example, Ryan, you're a subject to guy. You know how to actually take down subject twos. Again, I only recommend if you get really good at wholesaling to start with the subject twos. But let's play a little game, right? Just since we're kind of by Halloween, let's do let's play a game. You're good at actual subject twos. So for the subject two people out here, again, most wholesalers don't get into it. It's dangerous. Not dangerous, but like it's dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. So get very educated with it. You can literally go to a filter here. Actually, just go to pre-foreclosures, and you can do pre-foreclosures with a little bit of equity on there. So only 101. So I can show you the other ones. But the issue is it's tough to go after pre-foreclosures right now because due to the virus going out, actually it's a moratorium here that you can't foreclose on properties that are federally backed. So basically what that means is they can't foreclose or evict people out of the homes that are federally backed mortgages, which is most like properties in the United States of America. So there's a lot more pre-foreclosures. There's way more than 101 right now, but they're backlogged. And also they can't go through the court system because there's a moratorium saying we can't actually do a foreclosure on this federally backed mortgage. So there's a lot more than this, but unfortunately it's for private loans, conventional loans to regular banks. Again, the FHA and the other ones, the problem is the FHA is actually with private banks buying them, but they're federally backed, so they actually can't do anything with it. So again, pre-foreclosures with high equity is actually a really good one, which is they stop paying their mortgage, but they have a lot of equity in the property. Again, the issue here is not niche. I don't specifically call it a niche list because everyone and their mother does the pre-foreclosure list because it sounds like a perfect one. Hey, the guy stopped paying his mortgage. Let's go after him. Problem is every other real estate investor goes after him. So it's a complete mess to go after that. So, but honestly, if I was in Colorado, Colorado Springs, let's just do a tax delinquency list. So literally, I'm in Colorado Springs, got 208,000 properties. Let's go after residential one, single family. And then from there, we can get really we can get into, the home features, the house built, HOA. Let's exclude HOAs right here. What does that bring it down to? We'll let it load up. And then not on the market. And then MLS status, no. So 84,000. So we can keep going here. Pre-foreclosure, that's where we can get into it. I mean, you can go after all this. They have a list pendants. It's bank owned. Go after there. So ownership information, you can actually, we'll keep that nothing right now just because of the way things are going. We'll do individual and then keep trust also. And then tax exempt status, we can keep going into all that, but basically lien. So we can go after people that have an active lien, maybe someone that has an active bankruptcy going on, or they're going through a divorce. So that's kind of a, oops, looks like that's not working. Hold up. So we'll just go after specific liens. So tax lien. So these are the people that have failed to pay their taxes probably years back or maybe in the future here. So we can go after that. So specifically like this property, I just see it here. I can tell you what's going on. This specific instance right here, looks like this property here in Colorado Springs. Let's see, it's pretty green over there. That's cool. So let's see, that's a nice looking property right there. So yeah, it's probably one we'd probably keep away from just because it's a really nice house. But we can see here that the couple here or the person owning it, say Rogers and Brenda, sorry if you guys are watching this, it looks like they have a sales tax, state tax lien since 2016. So this isn't COVID related. And let's see, Department of Revenue is going after them. Croner Holdings, it looks like a complete mess. So let's see here. Also, guys, let me know that you guys can hear me. I'm assuming since you guys are answering me what I'm saying, you guys can hear me, but make sure you like, subscribe. So it looks like this person actually put the property on the market, but it failed after 44 days. Hidden gem, 3 bedrooms with an office. Looks like they wanted too much for the property. That's crazy. So it looks like they wanted too much for the property, but they have liens on the property. So probably not the best one to go after. Maybe go after them with a lease option. That's probably a pretty good one I'd like to do. Maybe a lease option would be a good one on that one. You never know. So let's see here. Also, all the colors are pink today. Breast cancer awareness. I'd like to do that for October before we last live of October. So that'd be Colorado Springs. Let's go to the next one here. And actually, I got to start pulling lists. My bad. All right. So let's see. Ryan, we got another Colorado Springs guy. All right, I'll pull this for you guys. So Ryan, all right, I think it's the same Ryan. Hold up, Ryan J. Okay, same person. All right, cool. So we'll help you out here. Pittsburgh or Allentown? Let's do Allentown. Pittsburgh seems like it's too big of a city. Let's niche the niche right now. So let's do Allentown. Allentown, PA. So 55,000 properties, kind of tiny. I like it. So Lehigh University, cool. Got a pretty good wrestling team. So for a niche list on that one, let's try water shutoffs in Allentown. So this is how you actually get the water shutoff list here in Allentown. Basically what you can do here, you can have your criteria if you want. Let's not touch anything. Let's just go straight to water shutoffs. So basically I'll literally go here to utilities liens. Utility liens it kind of mixes everything together. Electrical, depending on who's the electric company, and water, same kind of shutoff list in my opinion. So basically you can go after here, that's 113. So what I would do here is for Allentown, I would click all the properties, save my search. I'll call it, water shutoff list, Allentown, and then I'd save it. Let's see here, and then, oops, spelled that wrong. And then what I do is save it, and then you can email it when there's new properties in that water shutoff, and it can save it. We basically go from there. So yeah, so here's some free leads for you. So I'll scroll for you if you want to manually take it. Sure, you can. Let's see. So these are all the water shutoff ones or utility liens. For example, we'll look at this one. Let's see here. So county, actually, let's make this one a little smaller. So we got the filter here, right? And let's just make it residential properties. And then make it single family. 47. All right, not too bad. So we'll go from there. And then we can do valuations if we want, but honestly, let's just keep it 500K. And then estimated equity 35, 27. So you got 27. That's like almost like a daily cold calling list I would do. If I had a cold call every day, I'd maybe choose a new one in your city, in your market, and go after something like that. I think that'd be a really, cool list. So that's probably what I would do, honestly. I'd cold call lists like that and just find it. Again, I recommend batch leads for cold calling. Not for cold calling, like finding the skip tracing, because I don't know who PropStream gets their data from, and I just don't know. I don't know the PropStream owners too well, but I know batch leads owners, and they got some pretty good stuff. So go from there. You can do include unknown equity. I like that. Honestly, I think unknown equity is a pretty interesting list. That means I can't find the equity on it. Pretty good. And then, you can always change it. So you can actually do tax liens there too. So these would be the tax liens. And then you can do the HOA liens. No HOA liens right now. Do mechanics liens. Is there any solar liens? No solar liens. Child support liens. And then here's another little niche list that no one knows. It's the other liens. So other liens is really interesting. I'll show you what other liens mean. So a lot of it's just like, hey, if you're behind on any debts. So let's say if you sign like a third, fourth, and fifth mortgage with me, let's say we had a private bet that the Dolphins were going to win the Super Bowl, and Tua throws 50 touchdowns in a season and wins the Super Bowl, and you owe me $5,000, and we signed a contract before the season started, and let's say the Dolphins win the Super Bowl, and then maybe I sign a mortgage or a lien on your property that you owe me this $5,000. There's a contract stating they owe me $5,000, or I gave you $5,000 in collateral, something fun like that. It's not like a regular bank mortgage, but it's owed. Or maybe I gave you $5,000 of rookie Tua cards, and you never gave me my cards back, but you signed the $5,000 mortgage for that, backing your house up on that, and I had a private mortgage I did with you. I can go after finding that. So, all right. So we go here. So for example, this one here. So 420 Tilgham Street. I think I said that right. You literally go here, and looks like notice of abatement lien. Abatement. Yikes. So got some abatement liens, unpaid service charges from the county. Interesting stuff. So, hey, why not? So you can go after abatement charges, I guess. So, wow. All right. Hope you guys stay safe doing abatement charges, but you can still do that. Hey, if you're doing virtual, you don't have to deal with the seller. So, whatever. I actually take you up. Thank you for that one. And then let's go after. So, looks like we got another question here from Rishab. Hopefully, I'm saying your name right. Please let me know if I say it wrong. Don't want to say your name wrong. Why not choose company or corporate owned? So for the bigger lists, I don't like to do corporate owned ones, because usually when you're dealing with a company or corporate, back in the day, I feel like an old man saying this, like 4 years ago, when I was like 17, I would avoid the corporate ones just because there was no skip tracing for LLCs or corporations back in the day. Right now, you can actually skip trace for LLCs, which is really good. That's awesome. Back in the day, you couldn't, so I always avoided that. Again, I don't buy a lot of houses from people that have a property in a corporation's or LLC's name. Usually I'll buy them from a trust, but usually never from a company or corporate name. So rental company, yeah, but it's nothing crazy. Maybe like 4 properties a year, nothing crazy. So if you really want to niche things down, I would avoid it. And people that have it under a corporation or company, there's a lot more difficult to get deals from. That's my experience. Hey, I could be wrong, but that is my specific experience dealing with corporations, and actually absolute mess. But again, I still do deals from it, but I do a very wide net approach with my SMS marketing and kind of with my direct mail. Rick's more of a ninja guy with the direct mail with those lists, but we can talk about that too if you want. Let's see here. Alvaro asks, do you ever run out of lists to reach out to? We're in the United States of America, baby. No, I never do. In my city, Port St. Lucie, Florida, of course I do, because there's only, let me see how many houses are in Port St. Lucie. But I mean, in Port St. Lucie, I mean, I do neighboring counties also. And I mean, I keep it to like 1 million with the population, but like Port St. Lucie, Florida right here, how many properties? Let me clear the filter out here. And then Port St. Lucie. 110,000. Like, of course I'm going to run out of lists. Like, I'm not going to go mail to the guy that, that just bought a house or they just got a loan or they don't have a lot of equity in the property. But what I can do is go after virtual lists. That's one that I do really well with. So, here's a good virtual one. Again, everyone here is going to go on it. I never like talking about virtual deals or actually going on virtual appointments because people are just going to all go to one deal, like all like thousands of you that are watching this from Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, Instagram are going to go to this one specific market. But here's a decent one. I would tell you is, so we'll just do, I'll show you Ohio. So here's a little trick I got here. So let's actually do like, it's a big one in Ohio. I'll show you, here's another one I like to find like virtual deals. So let's do, we're in Ohio. Trying to think of a good Ohio one. Let's just do Columbus. Columbus, Ohio. So we're not doing Columbus, Ohio. Don't even worry. We're not doing Columbus, Ohio, but let me show you here. Let's see. Let's let that load up. So if I want to find a good virtual one, so this is a metro area, I would say. Not a crazy metro area, but if you find the suburbs around it, that's always a good virtual one because you still have the buyers in the metro that want to go out to the cheaper parts. So Dayton's actually pretty. That's actually a really good virtual market too. But like, let's say I wanted to do like Zanesville, like went out here. I know people have done deals out there. So Zanesville. Let's do Zanesville for now. Let's call it Zanesville. So boom, new virtual wholesaling market here, right? Then we can get buyers from everywhere. So first of all, it's pretty big, but nothing too crazy. What I do, literally filter here. Let's go find some cash buyers. So first of all, I can go, let's say get a deal here. I can find a niche cash buyer, that literally bought a property. Let's find cash buyers on a niche list real quick. So if I'm in Zanesville and I have a property I just put under contract or a JV'd, or let's say someone gives me a property in Zanesville, I'll literally go to single family here. And then I will also comment below. I'll help you guys find a niche cash buyer. If you have a property under contract virtually or domestically that you can't like find a buyer for, let me know the city that's in and I'll help you find a buyer for it too. I can show you what I do. So not a lot of people get this opportunity. So comment below if you have a property under contract. I'll help you find a buyer today. And actually, I'll show you how to do it for free, and I'll just help you show you how to do it for free and not. And comment below if you want me to give you like 5. I'll show everyone how to do it, so your lead's gonna be public. But I'll show you. Literally, give me a city that I won't release, that one for you if you want to keep it private. But I'll show you actually. I'll give you like a phone number right now to cold call, and we can cold call together if you want on just a niche list, and I can actually help you and show you. So let me know if that's something that's interesting to you. But basically what I can do here is Zanesville, if I want to find the cash buyer there. So go single family residential here. And let's choose a guy that bought a property for all cash. And they bought a property for all cash that was, actually we can't find there, but find a property that was, they bought it literally all cash under a corporation. And so, corporation bought it for all cash and they own a minimum of 5 properties. So boom. So this person, actually, I'll show you again, and then we'll make it even bigger. So let's say they got no exempt status. All right, so that's already out of there. And then we'll put owner occupied, no. All right, so it looks like we already found our person, which is awesome. And then we'll put people that buy it, they bought it all cash, and the equity is already all over there. So I mean, I don't really want to. In the estimated value, if they bought all cash, they bought all cash, right? And so this is a corporation that bought something all cash. So let's go try to find that person. So, for example, here we'll go to this one. So we click here. We want to find this cash buyer. So Norman's Transport Incorporated from Huntington Beach, California, bought this 5-2 property all cash for most likely as a rental. That's what I would say. I think most likely as a rental property. Look, nice looking property right there. They probably bought in the MLS, but looks like a good rental. Meaning California, come on, like hey. So looks like a good property. So let's look up Norman's Transport Incorporated. Let's just try to search that address too. And then obviously I can go skip trace it. Let's see, Norman's Transport in California. Let's see here. I don't know why Norman Transport would do that, but okay. So if I'm looking here, am I even share my screen? Let's see. No, that's out of there. Let's see. We'll just do another cash buyer. I'll show you. So 831 Brown Street. Let's see here. Oops, take it off there. My bad. All right. So this guy, Russo Property LT Limited. So we'll look up Russo Property. So this guy bought it all cash, right? Yep, all cash, literally a month ago. So he bought this property right here. So go here. I can go literally look here in Ohio. Russo Real Property in Ohio. I'll show you right here. So yeah, look, good looking property here. So literally what I did here, let me share my screen. So I literally just searched that Russo Property one, and let me pop up my Chrome tab. So this is what you can even do. You can literally just look them up here, like Russo, like this one right here on Yellow Pages. And it looks like Zanesville, like that's them. And boom, their phone number's right there. So if I had a property under contract that I just want to do PropStream real quick, maybe I want to cold call a list, literally Russo Property right there, that's their phone number. Call them, say, hey, you know, Russo Real Property. I have a property at a deep, make sure you get a property under contract first. But hey, I have a property at a deep discount that looks like it'll cash flow for a lot of money and a really good ROI. I see that you bought some properties for all cash as rentals, and I think I can actually get you better ROI than from the previous ones that you bought. Would you be interested in working with me? I'll just assign the property to you. If they're good with it, boom, get your proof of funds. You got another cash buyer. So I don't want to hear you guys talking about, oh, I can't find cash buyers. Do something like this with PropStream. It's amazing. Even use a free trial and just go literally find cash buyers, and then use the free one. Let me answer some more questions. But that's how you find like a niche cash buyer list. So I thought that's interesting. Let's see if I can share my PropStream again. Let's answer a quick question for you. Tons of the community, awesome. We got Cleveland, Ohio in the house. What's up? Hey, finally caught one of these live. Awesome. Let's see. Is a utility lien just water? Utility lien is water, but it could also include electricity, depending. Just depends what the electrical company will do. But could be anything really. So see, we got a non-PropStream question. Okay, I'll answer it for you, buddy. Ryan asks, hey, Zach, if I'm using ZenCall with CRM, should I also get a CRM on Podio? Yeah, Podio is free. I have a guide called Podio Free Setup Guide, Flip with Rick. Just go do it. A lot of views on it too. So free Podio Setup Guide, help you out a lot for that. So just shows you how to pull Podio for free. So let me see here. Anthony says, great stuff as always, Zach. See your Dolphins tee. Excited for Tua. I'm pumped up for Tua. I think he's great. Adam Spooky, what's up, bro? What's up? Thanks. Francis, I've been pulling pre-foreclosure lists from PropStream and importing the batch I'm in Palm Beach market. Awesome. That's a great way to do it. Again, watch out pre-foreclosures, France, just because honestly, it's a million. Everyone is doing it in Palm Beach. Everyone is literally pulling that list in Palm Beach. So I'd be careful with that, bro. Is that Ben Mala? That's cool. That's cool. France, good list to go after. I think if you did that vacant property list I did in the beginning, it's a pretty good one. In Palm Beach, there's a million other ones you can do. Let me try to share some other ones. Let's see here. I mean, if I just do like West Palm. Oops. Let's see here. Okay. So I can filter out through here. You gotta get very specific when you're doing it. So maybe you can do senior owners that high equity. Yeah. Maybe you just do a divorce list. So literally just put divorce for West. Actually, I had to clear it all out. And then do West Palm. Just do Palm Beach County while you're at it, right? You gotta get out of the island, but Palm Beach County, Florida. Really just go to filter here. It's a lot of properties in Palm Beach County, but we just go to divorce. And then what is it? 1493. And then we can literally do residential divorce properties, single family. These are the ones that no one's really going after. So I would put here's an interesting one. Owner occupied, actually just do vacant. So it's a vacant, no one's living in these properties and the owners are going through a divorce. Perfect situation. They got to liquidate that asset. Hey, just get a quick cash, get out of it easy. That's only 3 right there. So that's a pretty good one to go after. Again, if you want to keep on the divorce one, you can put not on the market. So is that one I just showed you on the market? Let's see. Okay, only one of it's not on the market. So that's the perfect one. I'd probably door knock that house, honestly. What is that, Lantana? And then I would go to ownership info and just make sure they got some equity on it. Make sure they're an individual getting a divorce. And then maybe they've owned it for at least 3 years. Actually, no, that's not even a situation for a divorce. Oops, filter. Let's see, and then touch any of that stuff. And then make sure it's at least 35K, unless you're in Pahokee. And then we'll do 450. A little more expensive over there. And if I had to do a little cold calling niche list, 35% equity. Let's see here. Alrighty, 371. And then it's harder even going niche down even from there. But yeah, it's probably what I would do. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably what I do from there. And then you can do some of this too, but I had a little niche one, like a little cute little divorce list like that. I would avoid Belle Glade and Pahokee because it's just harder. That's kind of on the west side here, but pretty good list, I would say. So let's see here. So we got Kevin, Fort Worth, Texas. All right, let's do some niche lists in Fort Pierce. I'm pumped up for this one. That's awesome. Let's see here. Fort Worth, Texas. So Dallas, Fort Worth area. Is that Arlington County, I think? Not too sure. So I'm trying to do a little niche list in each little city that I do. I don't want to make them all the same. So if you do that little divorce list right there, it's 200, but yeah. So clear all that out, Fort Worth. Alrighty. Ask your questions, guys. Love to help. Love to help. That's all I'm here for. Trying to help the people out. So let's see, Fort Worth, Texas. Let's think of what niche, because I can get niche with anything really. Keeping it niche. So we can, I mean, hey, you can do zombie properties, senior failed listings. Let's do something on the market. So let's say you're a realtor and you want to go offer 1 million properties, for example. Really want to really email all these brokers. All we can do is just find properties that are on the market. And then literally do keywords. I'll just put good bones. which is keyword for property needs a lot of work. Good bones tonight on what? Bones. Let's see if I even got that right. Let's see, MLS details. Multiple offers, charming features, large loan. It's not even, oh, with great bones. See, that says great bones. So that means the property needs a little bit of work, which is good when they say good bones. Usually that's realtor slang or talk. So if I do something on the market, maybe I'd go after something like that. Seems interesting. Hey, why not? But if I do something like that, that's probably what I do. But let's go back to filtering here. For this one, we'll put MLS status not on the market. Keywords, we'll get rid of that. And then I can also find properties that are on the market here that are listed below the actual like price that's supposed to be on the market. Pretty good one. Let's see here. So do any, and then pre-foreclosures. We can still go after pre-foreclosures, bank owned. Maybe something's going on. There's a list pendants on the property. They owe someone money. We can change anything we want over here. We can get cute with the liens again. We may do solar liens. No solar liens right now. Uh-oh. Usually when people are not paying their solar panels, usually they got way over their head on it, or maybe they didn't. That's how you have to do it from there. Let's see. We got the others. So we can go after that fun list, right? It's a lot of others. So let's we do the other list real quick, and then we'll do 40K, 400, 35. So they actually have a big one. So like, for example, this one, his lien is from a law firm. Okay. It's got something interesting going on. But, you know, I think I already said that one. So, well, I guess that popped up. That's what skip tracing is. 14 cents each. I don't know who they use. That's a problem. Okay. Filter. Lien. We can do literally, I'll probably do child support, tax, HOA, utility, and we'll get rid of the other one right now. So we'll do that one, and then we can actually, I think we suppress it right now, right? Maybe all these people liens that are having a divorce. 5231. I think I already had that one on there. And then we can keep going more. And here's another key, like just a little small one, but we can do tax liens. And a person that was delinquent on their tax, let's say since 2014. So this person's been delinquent for a very long time. 49 people that haven't paid taxes since 2014. Pretty interesting one, that or below or before. So like, for example, this one on Piedmont Road, looks like Sedone Chaim. No, Chaim Sedone. Looks like he lives in the property. He's had a lien on this property from 2017. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's just abatement charges again. Jeez. All right, we can do that one. But that's how you do it from there. And let's see. And then I'll show you pre-foreclosures too, since Fort Worth is, let's see if that's a bigger city. I'll show you that one on that one. So Renee, we can hear you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Isaac, what's up, bro? What's up? Monmouth County, that's a big one. So we'll do high equity pre-foreclosure. So if you really want to get the pre-foreclosures and you want to wholesale them, again, person that has, now this pre-foreclosure list is actually going to be golden probably when that moratorium goes up. I'm not getting political with you guys, but if Trump wins, he's probably going to end that whenever a vaccine comes. I think Joe Biden's probably going to extend it maybe another month or two. But overall, there's a vaccine after. That's probably when it'll come out. But let's say there's no vaccine, God forbid. I think Biden would probably keep it till June before like the actual pre-foreclosures keep going. Donald Trump, if he gets reelected, he'll probably do it February. So that's the only time frame I would say. Again, I'll keep you guys updated on that, but we won't know anything for a while. But basically, we go here. We can actually just do the pre-foreclosures list. Actually, I gotta clear it all out. So what is it? Mon Omelf. How do I spell that? I spelled it wrong. Mono MTH. Hold on, I think I'm spelling that wrong. Of course, I spelled that wrong. When's the last time Zach hasn't spelled something wrong? Boom, right here. And then that, I think that's New Jersey Northeast. Let's see if I was right. By the Edison area. Yeah, that Northeast, kind of by New York. Sweet. So 250, that's actually not that big. I thought it was a lot bigger. Okay. Pre-foreclosures, just click pre-foreclosures here. And then I can go after people that have high equity. So their equity percentage, let's say 60%. They have a lot of equity in the property and they haven't paid their mortgage. Boom, right? So 485 on that one. That's a cool little like itch list on there. And then we'll make sure the property is between. Click help. Dang it! Oh, you guys didn't see that, or did you? Maybe. Valuation. Let's do 100K, and then 750. I don't know how much properties are going here. Let's do 500. So decently priced homes, I guess. And then I think that's for that one. So that's a little niche list right there. So it's a pretty good one. Then we can just save that property. For example, like this one on Long Beach, New Jersey. Hagafin Holdings. And we just go after them for that one. And then I can keep it individual if I want to even filter that even more. Let's see, I can go here residential and then filter that one even more on single family. So that turns into 233. So that's how I'd pull that little list. And we could filter things even more. I mean, we don't have to do it. We can do failed listings, we can do zombie properties. I don't know too good on zombie properties. So that's why I don't really want to touch it too much. Then you got also people with more like open mortgages. So let me save this because I'm going to spell this wrong again. Okay, we'll find another city. So let's see. Got PropStream, thank you so much. Minneapolis, sweet. So we'll pop that one up. And then what we can do is we just go over mortgage info and maybe people with lots of open mortgages, maybe with 2 or 3, 4. People with more than one mortgage, it means they're paying a lot of money and they have high equity. You can go after that, but usually they don't really have the high equity off of there. So you got to be careful. You can do cash buyers, seller carrybacks, free and clear with multiple mortgages. You can get into more about that. But another lien we can really go after is we just do HOA ones specifically. The problem with that one is HOAs usually get paid before even a tax lien because the HOA can go after you harder than tax. So you can go after ownership info, and then maybe we can go after, do it by property characteristic. So we can go after dairy farmers. For example, a niche list I do in Minneapolis is I would literally just do, where is it? Vacant land right there. I literally just go after land and I can wholesale land and find cash buyers for land. So let's go look for vacant land in Minneapolis, and then we'll find cash buyers for that too. So this is vacant land. I think I can get more specific on that land, right? Yeah, agricultural, regular one, multifamily one, under construction, swamp land. So we can go in there. So we'll do MLS status no. And then we'll just do ownership info. Just keep it all. Maybe we'll find people that have owned land for over 5 years. So maybe they owned it for a while. They didn't just buy this land just to keep it. And we go from there. Looks like I'm finding actual properties. Vacant land. So I guess what I can do is Just do vacant land in general? No. Residential vacant land. So that's probably where we're going to be at. And then let's do residential vacant land ownership. They owned it for at least 5 years, which means they just didn't make the purchase. They've owned it for a while, and maybe they just want to get rid of it now because they've owned it and they realize that vacant land actually doesn't make you money unless you actually have like a mobile home park on there. So maybe that's a really good one to go after. Maybe they own a lot of land. Make sure the person actually not in there. Make sure it's vacant land again. Sometimes you still have to click that. It looks like PropStream's having an issue here because it says, here, this will help. We'll just get rid of the ownership part here. I should know it's occupying that. I don't know why this is coming up as vacant land. Let's see. Yeah, that's coming up as vacant land for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because they just got construction on it. So I put MLS status as no. Just make the valuation, make sure it doesn't go over 100. Should what? 60K. So we got some cheap vacant land right here we can go after, and then I literally just pull that list and go after it. So that's what I do on that specific one. So let's see here. So let's get some more questions going. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, I already answered you. Homa, California, sweet. That's an interesting lien. I already know it's a crazy lien. Let's see. That's what I do. Get lists from cities near a major one. That's 100% a really good one for virtual wholesaling. Let's see here. Got people coming from Maryland, Cleveland, Ohio, Tarrant County, Easton, PA. Oh my God, Aruba. Oh my goodness gracious, that's crazy. Comment below your questions, guys. I'd love to answer any questions you guys have about pulling niche lists on PropStream. I'll pull a specific niche list if you want me to. Let me know. But that's kind of the niche list that, I mean, I can pull this forever. Just give me one. I'll pull it for you, help you out. Where's my water? Probably not, but whatever. Let's see here. So did you already show how to pull water shutoff list? Yeah, I did, Steven. But let me show you again. Again, if I choose a place, go back to Fort Worth here. Actually, we'll just do Palm Beach. I'm interested how many water shutoffs are in Palm Beach. I have a lot of family in Palm Beach. So I literally just go here, and then I would go to utility lien. Utility has the electrical and water together. You specifically can't get water, but most of them are water shutoff lists. So that's what I do here. It comes out to 205, and then usually I at least 30% equity, some skin in the game. Then 187, and make sure the valuations most like for here up at 400K, 40. Because if someone's doing water shutoff on their waterfront mansion, probably not the best property to go after, but that has about 135. So that's what I do for water shutoff lists. So let's see. That should be it, guys. So let's see here. I appreciate you guys watching the little niche list here. It means a lot to me that you guys are actually going here, providing value to me and help me out. Oh, I got another. All right, hold up. Anthony says, help me out here, please. 3313 West 43rd Street, Cleveland. Need help finding a cash buyer, or do you help comps? Let me know what help you need on there. Stretch out here real quick. Let's see. I'll pull it up while you're helping me out here. So let me know what do you need? Cash buyer? Let me know. So pop up PropStream. Or is it a property you have under contract? You need to find the buyer. Let me know. So 3313. 3313 West 43rd Street. So it looks like you need to find the number of the owner. So the phone number. Okay. Yeah, I can do that, bro. No worries at all. So I'll show you that. error occurred. What? You're drunk, PropStream. PropStream's drunk. Are you kidding me? Make sure you give me the right address there. See, usually it might, if this isn't working, yeah. So looks like I gotta hold up. Usually if I get an error like that, I just gotta restart PropStream. Maybe it times out. I don't know. Hold up, bro. I'm helping out right now. So it's coming up. It's loading. So let's share my screen. While you're waiting, guys, please like this video, subscribe, share, anything you can do to help. So let's show. So boom. What? Here, let me just go to Zillow real quick. If we can't do that, I'll just show you how to do it for free. You want to find their phone number? So that's literally what I do. This thing's timing out. Let's see here. Just look at that on Zillow. See, it's loading up here. My bad, guys. Sorry it's taking too long. Let me just look at this property real quick. Let's see, loading. Hold up. I'm just trying to get the PropStream loaded here. I think I gotta switch my internet probably, but if I run the stream, let's see here. See if it's even sharing. Let's see. I think PropStream can't find that address for some reason. Because I just looked at like some random street addresses here. See, that one doesn't even work. So I just put a random one. But if I put like 787 Cherry Blossom Lane, my internet's all messed up here. So this one in Arizona is pulling up fine. So it's like something up with that address. I don't know what's going on with it. That's weird. Is that why you're asking me for it? Because the address isn't popping up for you? That'd be interesting, right? So 30. Let's do one near it. It's West 43rd. So the one next door is popping up. And you're saying this one's 3313. Oh my God, we got it. All right, guys, we got it. All right. I guess it took a lot, but my cousin sent me today 25 minutes ago. Oh, he sent you that address and you need the number? All right, cool. You probably dropped your dollars, right? So that's how he found it. Sweet. So let's find his number for you. So for example, this one, U.S. Investors 507. Yeah, dude, come on. It's going to be hard to find the owner on this one. I mean, you can find it. It looks like it's a big hedge fund company. So most likely, I wouldn't even bother with this dude. Just because it's U.S. Investors 507 Incorporated. Let's see. It looks like they bought it for cash. For 20 grand. Let me look this company up for you. So there's U.S. Investors 507 in Honolulu, Hawaii. All right, I'll show you right here. So I'll show you how, I'll give you a number right now. Here. You can go to truepeoplesearch.com and do it, but let me show you. Let's see. Let's get out of there. Share the screen. So I searched U.S. Investors 507 Incorporated. Go here to Bizapedia. You can figure out here that U.S. Investors 507 is in Hawaii. The agent's in Mamoru Koashi. Saying that 100% wrong. I'm really sorry. But Takeshi Fuji is the president. So we can click him. And it looks like you can find more info on him. But if you go back here, we can go find view phone book listings. And I guess he's 65 and older. That's his phone number right here, 808-488-3224. You better go cold call them right now. Get out of the stream and cold call because you're letting a lot of thousands of people see this phone number right now. So go after it. But Bizapedia, hey, you're doing pretty good. That's how I would find their phone number specifically. So any more questions, let me know. Let me see. Let's see, Anthony Rock. Bro, you rock. I appreciate it. I've been in this business 3.5, 4 years, almost 4 years. It's my wholesaling anniversary. 4 years soon else because I started 17. But man, there's not a lot I haven't seen. So yeah, man, just give me any phone number. I can find anything. The power, it's not even me. It's truly the power of the internet that does it all. It's truly amazing. But that's it. So Frankie says, this is a cool site. Thank you for doing this. If you need corporate numbers or LC numbers, check out opencorporates.com. Let me look that up. Opencorporates.com. Opencorporates.com. Oh, that's cool. It's an open database. Sweet, man. That's cool. So let's see. Any more questions we got here before we sign off? Hey, Zach, not sure if this is something we go over, but when you're using batch SMS, how can you follow up with campaigns more than once? Batch tells me you can do one follow-up campaign in SMS. I just do multiple ones. Keep going on them. So, I'll show you. Let's see. Uh-oh. Steven's saying, shh. Hey, everyone here, we're a community here in Flip with Rick. So we just want to help people out. So I mean, this isn't going to millions of people out. Again, eventually will. But we're just helping people out right here. But yeah, so for batch leads, again, if you want contact with it, batchleads.io/Zach. But Joe specifically asked, follow up campaigns more than once. I mean, batch just wants, honestly, they want to take your money 3 cents a text. So literally, you can do whatever you want. I mean, upload a new one in there and just put it in there. But overall, for follow-up campaigns, just make as many as you want and just do a new one every time, I guess, because you still got to pay for it. So yeah, you can do one follow-up campaign and then just re-import it. So have a huge list and then re-import it and go from there. I mean, you get 100,000, I think, with batch. So that's what I would do. Again, you can always direct message me. I can help you out even more. That's what I can say about that. So batchleads.io/Zach, 500 free text. That helps. That should be it. So I appreciate it, guys, so much for watching this video. Again, go to listrei.com for a free prop stream tutorial. It means a lot for me that you guys are watching this stuff. So that's it. So let me see here. If you guys want to follow me, I'm at Flip with Rick on Instagram. Let's see. It should really be it. I got a bunch of stuff if you want, just like free stuff. So I got my free SMS outbound scripts, that's flipwithrick.com/texting. Want a free wholesaling contract, that's flipwithrick.com/free wholesaling text. No, free wholesaling contract. Flipwithrick.com/texting is the free SMS outbound script. Cold calling scripts, flipwithrick.com/cold call. That's a free cold calling script. And then that should be it, right? Just please like, subscribe, share. Thanks, guys, so much. I appreciate it. So that really should be it. Let me see. I got anything else? I'll show you this. I did a batch leads commercial because I was talking to Jesse and I was like, "Hey, should I do a batch leads commercial?" I think I was talking to someone there on there, and they're like, "Yeah, I mean, that'll help people know what to do." So let me show you this one. This is on a property. I texted that list. I texted with batch leads, and I got the deal. And then a guy from Homevestors mailed them. So I texted it, got it under contract, closed on the deal, and really Homevestors sent a mail piece like a week after I closed. So they were like a month late to the party, but I texted them first through texting. So I was like, "Hey, let me shoot a commercial." So here's my production of the commercial. I'm going to play that and then probably get out of here. But subscribe, and share. So here's the one that I've been working on. Again, I'm not plugging anything, just sharing it with you guys because I'm trying to see if I should turn off ads for YouTube and then put that on, but I got to keep the partnership program going because if I run a little bit of ads on YouTube, then they actually show me to more people. But
hey guys, I just made $40,000 on this deal right now, and I got to the seller before anybody. There's people in the mailbox. It's taken them weeks and weeks and weeks to get to them because this list just popped a trigger for us, and they were sending the Homevestors is here, sending a mail. But guess what, sucker? You're too late. You guys got to use SMS marketing. Get to the sellers as soon as possible. Go to batchleads.io/Zach and get 500 texts for just $1. Click below and get started today.
boom! You guys are the best. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you guys coming on today. Anything else, you can always direct message me on Instagram @flipwithrick. I'll answer every single DM I get to answer anything you guys got. Love to help you guys out. So I'm not a guru. Don't like selling courses and all that junk. Again, I mean, we just sell courses that have our time, but like the regular ones, no, not really. Love to hop on here, help everyone else. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Guys, bless you so much from just providing value for me, and you guys just help me out. So thanks guys so much. Have a blessed one.